linking a conceptual data model and business process model. In this module, we'll be discussing how the business process model and conceptual data model can be linked. The business process model and conceptual data model will link via the data artifact in the business process model. Open any business process model, and from model data, you can see the data elements that are created in the model. However, to link conceptual data elements and business data elements together, there are three techniques. The first technique is to start with the conceptual data model and have an artifact in that model that is not yet in the business model. In this case, we'll create new entity. From the business model, we simply say Tools, Data Import. Select the conceptual data model we wish to link to, and look at all of the artifacts that have not been included. New entity is the newest one that I wish to include, and say Finish. Before I do, if I click on data items, I see there are also data items that I may select. The difference between a data item and an entity is in the list of data, I will produce either a structured data element for an entity or an elementary data element for a data item. The other way that I can create the link is to create a new data element. The new data element can be marked as either elementary to create a data item or structured to create an entity. I will create this as structured. And this is now created first in this model, but now to publish it, if you will, to a conceptual data model. Tools, Data Export. Select the model you wish to export the data definition into, and select the new object that has not been linked. When I finish, if I now look at my conceptual data model entities, I see new data has been added. The third way is to create a manual link. For this example, I'll create another entity, and this one will be called New Manual Link. I will also create a new data element, also called Manual Link. To establish the manual link, open the data properties in the business process model and browse, using the Select button, to the object you wish to create the link. This object may already be linked elsewhere, and this will simply reestablish a new link. In this case, I will create the new link, and now New Manual Link is linked to the Manual Link data element. Click on the Properties button, and we see that we go straight through to the conceptual model representation